Okay, I'm measuring the inside of the cockpit of the boat so that I can get an idea of how long a bimini I should order so that I get the shade that I need. Once I've worked out what the length of the bimini is that I need to decide where I can mount it on my boat. So on this boat, it could be mounted here, it could be mounted here, or it could be mounted on the inside of the top of the deck. In this instance, this is the best spot to mount the boat for the height and shade that we require. So once we've decided the point that we're going to mount the bimini, then we need to measure from that point to the identical point on the other side of the boat, and that will give us the width of the bimini that we need. This is not the width of the boat, which would be from gunnel to gunnel. The width that we need is the width from mounting point to mounting point. So once we've decided on our mounting point, we've then marked the position on both sides, and we're now going to mount the bimini mounting for the centre pole of the bimini. So from here, the bimini is going to extend roughly the same amount forward as it does back. So once we've measured and marked our position for the mounts, we then drill them. And once we've drilled the holes in the correct position, then we simply screw the bimini mount to the deck. And we do the same thing on the other side. So a good tip when you're fitting these fittings is to make sure that the nut on the inside of the fitting that you thread the thumb screw into is actually on the inside of the boat. That way, if this loosens off when you're undoing it, the nut will only drop into the boat, not into the water. An even better thing to do is actually put a little bit of silicone on the back of that nut the first time you do it up so that it is stuck into the fitting. Okay, this part of the job, it's much easier to have two people help locating the bimini. Once you've got your bimini set up and completely assembled together, you've got your mounts marked on your boat for your centre position, then you can mount the bimini in the mounting position. Just use the thumb screws provided and do those up on both sides. So that the bimini will now pivot on the centre mount. I've already taken the bimini out of the sock because I'll need to spread it out shortly so that we can mount the rear pole mounts and also the location for the front tensioner straps. So once we've determined the best spot for the bimini, a rear leg to be, we mount the fitting for the rear leg in exactly the same manner as we mounted the original fittings for the centre poles. So I've mounted the mounts on either side of the boat, obviously in the same position. It's very important that you get your measurement as precise as you can on both sides, so that the bimini is nice and square. I'll put the rear legs into the rear mounting fittings and just tightening with the thumb screws provided. So the last thing to do is to mount your front strap tensioning position, tensioning points in the right spot so that you can tension up your front straps, get your bimini nice and firm without over tightening, and you're all done. So the last thing to do is to mount your front strap mount. On this particular boat, we've used a couple of rail mounts to mount the front strap to tension it. But on your boat, you may also need to use the stainless steel mounting clips provided. Mount them onto the deck in the appropriate spot and attach your strap to it. Tension it up so that your bimini is nice and firm and rigid. And that's it. Okay, so mounting a bimini, as we've shown, is quite simple as long as you take your time and just double check your measurements. Our biminis are sturdy, they last for years. We offer a 5-year warranty on the frames. Once you've fitted your bimini correctly, you should get many, many years of happy boating out of it. Apart from biminis, we also stock accessories for your boat, including fishing rod holders that fit onto the rear legs and frame of your bimini, 4, 5 and 6 rod holders, depending on the width that you have to work with. We also supply boat covers and cover lifting poles, boat seats and many other accessories. Please refer to our website for all details. Thank you.